Dear children, in this video we will deal with the rules for changing direct speech into indirect. In the previous video, part 1 of reporting speech, I have discussed what is reporting verb and what is reporting speech. So let's start with rule number 1. If the reporting verb, meaning which is written outside the inverted comma, is in the present or future tense, the verb in the reported speech is not changed at all. Meaning the tense in the reported speech will not change when the reported verb is in present or future tense. Just see the example. Tom says there is no ink in the ink pot. Because Tom says, it is reported verb and it is in present tense. That is why the indirect will be Tom says that there is no ink in the ink pot. Meaning this is not changed. Just see another example. The teacher says the boy was lazy. Because reported verb says is present tense, that is why that the boy was lazy will not change. Now the same thing, the rule number 2, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, the verb in the reported speech is also changed to the past tense. But the things will change when the reported verb will be in past tense. Just see some of the examples. Pinky said, Kamla works very hard. Because Pinky said, it is past tense. So that Kamla worked very hard. This works simple past is converted into simple present is converted into simple past. Next, the same thing. Next, the present continuous becomes the past continuous. Example, he said Anand is working hard. He said that Anand was working hard. The present perfect becomes past perfect. Example, Peter said Bali has done his work. Peter said that Bali had done his work. So simple past converted into simple present, converted into simple past, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect will convert into past perfect in indirect narration. We will see some more examples. She said Kamla has written the letter. She said that Kamla had written the letter. Anil said Satish swims daily. Anil said that Satish swam daily. So simple past will convert into simple present will convert into simple past. Present continuous will convert into past continuous. And may will changed in might. Can will change in its past, that is could. Example, he said the boy may pass. He said that the boy might pass. Another rule, the simple past becomes past perfect in passive voice, in direct to indirect. Bali said Raman returned at noon. It is simple past, so it will convert into past perfect. Bali said that Raman had returned at noon. The past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. Just see the example. He said all were laughing at the beggar. He said that all had been laughing at the beggar. The teacher shall is changed into should. Will changed into would. Examples, the teacher said Ashok will not pass. The teacher said that Ashok would not pass. I said I shall try to help her. I said that I should try to help her. But there is one exception in rule number 2. What was the rule number 2? If the reported speech contains rule number 2 was, if the direct is in past tense, then the tense will change. But if the reported speech contains some universal or habitual fact, then the simple present in the reported speech is not changed into the corresponding simple past but remains unchanged. See the example. The teacher said, honesty is the best policy. The teacher said that honesty is the best policy, because honesty is the best policy. It is the universal fact. That is why in spite of reported verb in past tense, no change will be there in tense. He said, the earth moves round the sun. He said that the earth moves round the sun, because it is also the universal fact, the earth moves round the sun. So there will be no change in spite of change in reported verb is in past tense. One more example. God loves all things below. She said that God loves all things below.